What is good? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pick Six channel, and today we will be ranking NFL home jerseys or home uniforms because these show the entire uniform. So some of these I really like. All right, we're gonna do it under this ranking. We got elite, we have great, we have serviceable, bad, and garbage. Let's see who makes garbage. Who's the worst of the worst, and let's see who's the best of the best. Let's get straight into it, man. So first we got the Buffalo Bills. Let me make it so where let me zoom in a little bit. Hold on. All right, that's better. Just so you can see the jerseys a little bit better. All right. First we got the Buffalo Bills. For some reason I really like their home jerseys. I don't know what it is. You accommodate that with the blue, with a white helmet. I think it's really cool. It works for me. I'm a sucker for red, white, and blue, I guess. These aren't serviceable. I'll even go gray. I'm feeling crazy here. We'll go gray for the Buffalo Bills home jersey. Next, we have the Denver Broncos. I don't like these. I don't like these at all. The orange is just different compared to the ones that they had before. These aren't good. These just aren't good. I don't like the design. I know it did get a lot of backlash. I thought these would grow on me a little bit, but they haven't worn these too much, and I believe there's a good reason why, because these are garbage. Hey man, there's no where else to put it, man. They're not good. They should have just stuck with their regular jerseys, man. The jerseys that they had before this. Not even the their throwbacks, just the ones that they had in the Peyton Manning era. Those were better than what they have now, in my opinion. These just don't do it for me. Same thing with the Miami Dolphins. I don't like this color. All right, especially just the way the jersey looks. They don't wear them that often because of how hot and humid it gets in Miami. So these, luckily, they don't wear that often. Throwbacks are 10 times better than this. And I guess I get they're the same color, but just the look of the jersey. The block numbering on a football jersey just looks a heck of a lot more tougher than any other type of numbering on a jersey. That's my opinion on it. These are garbage. These are garbage. I just don't like the color. I don't like the numbering. That's really it. I don't even like their new or new-ish logo that they have. Just go back to the Dan Marino type jerseys, the Dan Marino type uniforms. That was a lot better. Then we got the New England Patriots with the all navy with the gray helmet. Not good or not great. These are just serviceable. They're all right. These used to be their color rush jerseys, but then they turned them into just the regular home jerseys after Tom Brady left. Yeah, these are just serviceable, and I really do like navy blue and the red combo. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like the fact that it goes with a gray helmet's a little bit weird. That's just me, though. Then we got the Jersey Jets. I like these a lot. I do. I like the color green. This is actually a team that went back to their throwbacks and started using them as their regular home and away jerseys. Best possible decision ever for the Jets. Okay. Those are really clean from top to bottom. These are some of the best home jerseys in the NFL. Ooh. Okay, see, since it's just regular home jerseys, these are going to go elite. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. These are going to go elite just because these are regular home jerseys, because If we're gonna add alternates and throwbacks and all that other good stuff, they probably wouldn't be elites. But since it's specifically just the home jerseys, those are definitely cream of the crop. They definitely are. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens, the black helmet and the purple jersey. The same type of. I don't even know if they've ever had a rebrand. You guys let me know. Have the Ravens ever had a rebrand? Maybe they've had a different jersey. They probably had a different jersey when they first started as a team in the 90s. They started in the 90s, I believe. But they've had the same scheme forever, and it just works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it's not broke. These are really good. These are really good. I don't think I'll put them at elite. Yeah, you know what? They're great. Yeah, we'll go great for the Ravens home jersey. It just works. It's a really solid jersey, man. Then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bit of an iconic look, I guess. They've had this look since the very late 90s, early 2000s. Let me say this. As a Steeler fan myself, I like the block number better. I like the uniform that they had in the 70s better than what they have now. It is a better touch that they have the actual logo on the jersey. And for those of you who don't know, the Steelers are the one team in the NFL that has their logo on only one side of the helmet, which is a unique touch. These are great. These are great. I don't know if I'll put them at elite, but these are definitely great. Personally, I think they're better than the Bills and the Ravens. And if you're saying I'm a biased Steeler fan, maybe a little bit. All right, man. Next, we have the Houston Texans. I actually really like these ones. Way better than the ones that they had before. Not the best jersey that they have. In my eyes, the best jersey is either the I forgot exactly what they called, the battle red and the other navy blue one. I don't even know exactly what they called them. These are really good as well. Definitely above serviceable. These are great. Yeah, these are great. I mean, there's nothing that's extremely exciting about these jerseys, but it just, for me, it works. That's the best way I could explain it there. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I really like the blue and white scheme. It's really nice. The Colts are a team that never really changed their uniforms like that. I guess technically they had a bit of a change with the uniforms a few years ago. I think it was like in 2023 or 2022 where they changed their jerseys. Very minor change. You could barely even notice the difference, if you notice the difference at all. These are just serviceable, man. They're clean. They're good. But it's not like something that's like, wow, like these are great. These are insane jerseys. Nah, but they're a step ahead of those Patriot jerseys. I'll say that too. Next, we have the Tennessee Titans. These are interesting. I don't like the gray on the shoulders and the shoulder pads. That doesn't look very good. This is a team that rebranded a few years ago, and I like the ones that they had before better. These ones, I like the color navy blue. The gray on the shoulders is really bothering me for some reason. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work for me. Yeah, we'll go bad. I don't like these. Not too far from garbage, but those are bad. And then we have the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know. These jerseys are just middle of the pack. These are serviceable, not good, not bad, not terrible. definitely not great. But hey, man, we've been seeing these jerseys a lot within the past few seasons since Patrick Mahomes has been on the um, Chiefs. So maybe I'm a little bit salty about that, but realistically, they're just they're serviceable. Nothing crazy. Then we have the Raiders. Very, very iconic jerseys. Another team that's never truly given like a rebrand or anything crazy. They've kind of had the same exact jersey the entire time, whether they were in LA at the Coliseum or Oakland at the Coliseum or Las Vegas or who knows? I mean, maybe someday they make their way back to California. I don't know. Uh, Probably more than likely Oakland if they do come back to California. I'm not putting my money on it after they spent all that money on a new stadium. But yeah, these are just too iconic not to put at elite. It's got to go elite. Again, it's just a clean look. You got the gray numbering on the black jersey. It looks tough, man. It's a tough looking jersey. Then if you get the Los Angeles Chargers, I'm not a big fan of the powder blues. I know that they have some really nice jerseys, like the all navy blue ones. Um, the Supercharger jerseys are really nice. These ones, I think these ones are just serviceable. Not a huge fan of them. Um, you know what? No, we'll go great. We'll go great. I think they're good enough to be great. Chargers just have some nice jerseys from top to bottom. If this was a tier list about all jerseys, I'm sure there'd be a Charger jersey that was at the elite level. Next, we got the Dallas Cowboys regular home jersey, which is the only home jersey that is white. Interesting. Trying to stand out a little bit there, Dallas. You know, yeah, you got to go great. You got to go great. It's just some of these are just too iconic to say that they're just serviceable. I mean, I guess the Chiefs jerseys have been around for a long time. The Cowboy jerseys are clean, though. They are. I don't think these are their best jerseys. I like their Color Rush ones the best as far as the ones that they were currently. I think their Color Rush ones take the cake. These ones are nice as well, though. Those ones are definitely great. Next, we have the New York Football Giants that play in New Jersey. Yeah, these are just serviceable. It's just a plain white on blue jersey. I know it has the New York logo above the jersey. It's just plain. There's nothing to it. Just go back to your throwbacks, Giants. Those ones are a lot better. All right. Then we got the Philadelphia Eagles. I like these. I really like the color green, especially when you mix it with black. A hint of black, it's really nice. I think these ones are great as well. Their throwbacks are better by a good portion, but these are really some good uniforms as well. And they've had these for I don't even know how long. For as long as I've been watching football, they've been rocking these jerseys, and I don't think they'll change it anytime soon because it's a good look. Then we got the Washington Commanders. This rebrand just ain't it for the Washington Commanders. I know they're going back to their throwbacks, the white ones in particular, if I'm not mistaken. These ones are just those are not it. I'm not gonna put them in garbage. Should I? I'm contemplating it, but I'm not going to. These are bad. Just not good. I mean, get a logo, man. Get a real logo. Something that stands out. It's just a plain W. Come on, guys. Commanders, you guys are getting close. You guys are getting close. But there's some things that you could do to make the uniform look better, and the helmets. I mean, the helmets are just very plain and bland. Next, you got the Chicago Bears. These are, for as historic as the Bears, those specific Bears jerseys are, there's nothing too great about them. I like navy blue, like I've said before. I don't know. It's just with the orange. Yeah, yeah. These aren't that tough. We're gonna go serviceable for the Chicago Bears. All right. Next, we have the Detroit Lions. My personal favorite right now. Those are my favorite home jerseys currently. It could always change, but as for right now, these are the best, man. I'm a sucker for blue and gray. All right. And they went back to like their throwback look. Those are some damn good jerseys, damn good uniforms. You got the gray helmet and gray pants to accommodate that. Really, really solid uniforms right there for the Detroit Lions. Good for them for doing that rebrand because it's working. It definitely is. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers. Very clean, very iconic. I don't think they're at the elite, though. Oh, this is tough, man. I feel like I'm going to get. Oh, for the Packers in general, I feel like I'm going to get a um, bad rep if I don't put them in elite. Okay, they're flirting with great and elite. They're definitely flirting. I don't think they're elite though, man. Very, very iconic. You're gonna go great. Sorry, Packers. Hey, man, they still have nice jerseys. No need to change it. Okay, some of these teams should change their jerseys, like the Commanders and the Titans, or these four teams should definitely have some sort of a rebrand. Everything above bad, I think, is good enough to stay, unless you really want to make a true 5-star jersey if you can. But yeah, these ones are definitely here to stay. Anything that is serviceable or above is here to stay, in my eyes. Then you have the Minnesota Vikings. Another serviceable. Throwbacks, 10 times better. Or 5 times better. 5 times better than what they have as far as their regular home jerseys. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Now, black and red is typically a good mixture of colors. For this case, these are just whatever. I'm not going to put them at bad because, again, the colorway is good. You have something there with the colorway. As far as the actual look of the actual jersey, yeah, it's just serviceable, man. Ain't nothing too crazy about these. I want to like them more. I do. There's so much more you could do. All right. The Falcons have a good logo. They have good colorway. There's so much more you could do with this jersey. It is oversimplified. You know what? This is going bad. Yeah. Yeah. That's going bad. Because of exactly what I was saying. They oversimplified their jerseys. They have a really good logo. They have really good colorways. And this is what they come up with. Damn. Come on, Falcons. You guys have had better. I know you guys could do better because you guys have had better. That's enough said on there. I think the Falcons actually got the worst rep here with all these jerseys because these ones, in my opinion, these are just bad. There's not really much you can do there. But this, they have the colorway and everything to be up here with the elites. And they come up with something as simple as that. Not good, Atlanta. Not good, Falcons. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers. I actually like these a lot more than I would think I would with the colorway. It just works for me. I don't know exactly what it is. Very clean. Very, yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the colorway, but these are definitely better than the Falcons ones. I think they're above serviceable. These are great. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I like the stripes that they have. They do have the Panthers logo on each side, I believe. Just a clean looking jersey. I I like the white ones more. I like the road jerseys better than their home, but these are still really nice. Good job, Panthers, for what you had. Then we have the New Orleans Saints. These are definitely cream of the crop here for home jerseys. Now, this is simple. Very simple. But just the color, I mean, it's like almost impossible to fail with that colorway with black and gold. Especially, I don't know, the fact that they wear them typically with the black pants, it is awesome. And if I were the Saints, they did come out with black helmets. Okay, I believe they have white helmets too, right? I don't know if they came out with white helmets, but they came out with black helmets for the all whites. Oh no, they came out with black helmets for the gold jersey. They're doing that wrong. All right. If I'm the Saints, I'm actually doing a blackout game and a gold out game. A game where you wear obviously this all black with a black helmet just to mix things up. And then since you came out with the gold jersey, which is actually pretty nice, what makes it not look good is the fact that you're wearing that with black pants and a black helmet. That's what makes it not nice. Okay, I'm going a little too much on a rant about Saints jerseys here, but those are definitely elite. And what would make it a little bit more better is if for one game, it could even be prime time, which I don't even know if they have prime time this season. I wouldn't put my money on it for them to have prime time. Do a blackout game because that would look really clean. All right, we're in the final bunch here. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. These are just all right. These are just serviceable throwbacks. 20 times better than what they have. Arizona Cardinals. These are bad. Not good at all. The rebrand, not good. It's just plain. There's nothing special to it. It would be cool if they would have added the Arizona flag on there since they're the only Arizona team. I mean, it's in their name too. But yeah, these are just bad. Nothing that really goes with it. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers that play in Santa Clara. These are nice. Iconic. These are definitely great. I feel like am I putting too many greats? I think I'm putting too many greats, man. I think so. You know what? Look, I gotta. Too many are making great. Gotta mix it up a little bit. Okay, Panthers are gonna have to go down. That's one. Texans are gonna have to go down the Service Bowl. I just feel like there's too many greats on here. I don't know. It's gotta be special to be on the great tier. I know it's not elite, but it is damn close to elite. Okay. Ooh. Ravens are gonna have to go serviceable as well. Sorry. Let's finish the tier list and then we'll see where else we'll go. We have the Seattle Seahawks. I like navy blue. I don't like these jerseys. I don't like the gray in there. Like right by the shoulders. I don't like that. It doesn't look good. And they've had these jerseys for quite some time. I think these are bad. It's just not good, man. The gray in there kind of throws things off. That's really what it is. Next, we have the Rams. These are just okay. You know what? The jerseys that they would wear when they first came back to LA, I guess they're technically wearing it as a throwback, right? I'm not even exactly too sure. Those jerseys were great, and they should have never have gotten rid of those. Okay? Those were clean. These ones aren't that clean. I'm sorry, Rams fans. They're not as good as the ones that they had before. That's really that simple. Then you got the Cleveland Browns. For the colorway that they have, brown and orange, that's actually a really good jersey. All right. Unlike the Falcons. Okay? Because the Falcons had it given to them to have a great jersey. The Browns had their colorway brown and orange, and they were still able to have a better jersey than the Atlanta Falcons. Let that sink in. Now that you've let that sink in, these are serviceable. Hey, no, I'm being serious. As a Steeler fan, the Browns actually have pretty nice uniforms. It's just a very old school look, man, and it works. It does. Then we have the Cincinnati Bengals. These aren't as good as the ones that they had before. These are flirting with bad. I think we'll go bad here. I like the old ones that they had before with the orange outline, or it's more like a block jersey. That looked a little bit better. These ones are just, a lot of these, it's just simplified. I don't like simple jerseys, all right? Sometimes it works. Most of the time, it doesn't. Or let me rephrase that. When you oversimplify a jersey, that's when it doesn't work. That's what we're going with. Then we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. I just don't like the color. For what it's worth, it's better than what it probably should be. Yeah, it's good enough to be serviceable. Ain't nothing crazy enough about that. Okay. So, of course, serviceable has the most jerseys on here. They have They have 13 jerseys on serviceable. Bad has 6. Garbage is 2. Oh, I kind of want to put the Cardinals one. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of want to put the Cardinals and the Falcons on garbage. Do I dislike the Falcons one that much? Yeah, I do. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what it is about the Falcons. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me because they have a really good colorway, a really good logo. Dude, they could have had such a better jersey, bro. Really. They could have. Shout out to all the Falcon fans. I know you guys get a. I know Falcons fans go through it a lot after they blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl, and they have to hear about that every single year, and probably will have to hear about that every single year for the rest of their lives. So, I mean, just get a better jersey. That's all I got to say to the Falcons. All right. Other than that, I think this list is all right. The one that's controversial, I guess, is the great. I think we have enough great. I think that's just fine. I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with the Buffalo Bills one. Personally, I don't know. I just really like it. Just the way it looks. It just the outline being red, the helmet, the everything about it. I like it. Of course, the elites, man. I'm not sure if anybody would disagree with these. You guys could let me know if I'm missing one at the elite. Okay, I'm making sure it's very. Okay, here's how I would say it. There's only 4 that are allowed in the elite. Okay, which 4 would you put in the elite? You personally, because I could definitely see one of these being up here. Okay, but again, I would have to switch one out, and these are kind of tough to beat in my eyes. And I guess you kind of understand what kind of jersey I like. I like the block numbers. So that's really all I got, man. Let's see. So what do you guys think? Who has the best home jersey in the NFL right now? Is it the Atlanta Falcons? Is it the Denver Broncos? Packers? Cowboys? You guys can let me know down in the comment section. What did I miss? What did I get wrong? You guys can let me know also. And that's all I got for this one. This was something I don't think I've ever done something like this on this channel before. So maybe more content like this will come out soon. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later, man.